home for original reporting. I'm Matt Piper in New York. A massive winter storm is spreading misery all the way from the southwest to the northeast, with more than 100 million people across at least 25 states under winter weather alerts. And loss of power could once again be a big issue heading into tomorrow in places like Texas, as CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports from Dallas.
Ice accumulations left thousands of customers in the dark in Texas after downed tree limbs took out power lines.
Deja vu, right? Last year, same thing. So we were worried that it wasn't going to come back on.
As the storm moves through, repair crews are out in force despite frozen roads and frigid temperatures. Still, the biggest test for the power grid is yet to come. State leaders expect Friday morning to see the biggest demand possibly ever for power in Texas. That's because temperatures are going even lower with wind chill. It could feel like it's -6.
And the big weather story in Alabama at this hour is tornadoes. The National Weather Service has confirmed at least one tornado, and there are tornado watches for 24 counties across central Alabama. President Biden says the leader of the Islamic State blew himself up during an overnight raid by U.S. Special Operations Forces in northwest Syria.
Last night's operation took a major terrorist leader off the battlefield, and it sent a strong message to terrorists around the world. We will come after you and find you.
About 50 troops took part in the operation, as correspondent David Martin reports.
The raid was intended to capture him, but he retreated to a room with his family and blew himself up, killing himself and members of his family.
State Department spokesman Ned Price says a Russian plot would use fake video as a pretense to invade Ukraine.
To be clear, the production of this propaganda video is one of a number of options that the Russian government is developing as a fake pretext to initiate and potentially justify military aggression against Ukraine.
A former Chicago police officer is released early from prison after serving time for a deadly shooting that sparked protests.
Former Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke was convicted of shooting teenager Laquan McDonald 16 times. Van Dyke has served just over 3 years of a 7-year sentence. Kara Hendrickson helped draft the city of Chicago's consent decree.
The release of Jason Van Dyke is really causing all of us to ask questions about justice and accountability.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot calls Van Dyke's sentence a supreme disappointment, but says it has led to historic reforms. Community activists are calling for federal civil rights charges against Van Dyke. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News, Chicago.
Not a great day on Wall Street. The Dow lost 518. The Nasdaq was down 539. S&P losing 112. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.